Thank you for clicking on this video and welcome to my completely spoiler-free review of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie, not the game. Please be sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing for weekly high-quality Sonic and Sega videos. Anyway, let's begin. The plot. I'm going to keep this as simple and spoiler-free as possible. In a nutshell, Dr. Robotnik returns to the Earth with a dangerous new ally, Knuckles the Echidna, after being stranded on the Mushroom Planet at the end of the first Sonic movie. On his return, Robotnik quickly learns of the existence of the Master Emerald, a jewel with unlimited power that would give him the ability to enslave all of humanity and conquer the Earth. This sets off a race around the world as Robotnik and Knuckles compete against Sonic and his new friend Tails as they attempt to find the Emerald before the villains do. Meanwhile, the human cast from the previous movie are largely sidelined to a subplot in Hawaii, where Tom and Maddie are attending the wedding of Maddie's sister Rachel and her new husband-to-be. Eventually, the two stories come together nicely, but overall Sonic's family from the first movie definitely play a much smaller role this time round, although their scenes are much funnier. The plot is fairly straightforward, but this time round includes way more Sonic elements, action, humour, and Easter eggs from the games, and manages to pack a bit of an emotional punch too. The humour. I was giggling like an idiot in this movie from start to finish, as were the bulk of the audience I was with. For me, the jokes really landed in this movie the vast majority of the time. There was one or two moments in there that were a little cringy for me, the odd fart joke here and there, Robotnik briefly rapping and flossing, but the children in the audience found it hilarious, which reminded me this is a family movie after all. And a floss and a fart will never fail to make the children laugh, as they say. There was plenty of humour for the kids, sure, but there was plenty for the adults too. I'll cover the humour of some specific characters a little later, but all of the actors really shone in this movie. The action. There is far more action in this movie than Sonic 1. Honestly, this felt like MCU levels of action for most parts. Proper world-ending destruction and threat. Anytime Sonic and Knuckles crossed paths was a spectacle, and the final showdown was truly epic. The CGI work in this movie was fantastic, and if you're one of the people who felt there wasn't enough action in Sonic 1, well, you won't be disappointed this time round. The cast and characters. Fantastic performances all round. Ben Schwartz continues to bring a level of depth to Sonic that we have never seen in any of the games. Jim Carrey's Robotnik returns from the Mushroom Planet more unhinged, more hilarious, and more horrible than before. His evolution of Eggman is a joy to behold, and I hope he'll be returning in future movies. The voice of Tails is provided by Colleen, the same actor as in the video games. She does a great job as always, and it's great to see her holding her own alongside Hollywood stars. Let's hope this movie opens some great big doors for her. Idris Elba's portrayal of Knuckles is brilliant. A slightly different take to what we've seen in the past with this character. He's a proud warrior, but he's gullible. He's not portrayed as an idiot though, as such. More a fish out of water in a world he doesn't understand, which leads to hilarious situations. He reminded me a little of Thor in the first movie where he first arrives on Earth, or maybe Buzz Lightyear in the first Toy Story movie. Idris Elba is a truly great addition to this cast, and I can absolutely see why Paramount has greenlit a Knuckles TV series. Honestly, this movie just had really solid performances all round. In terms of the supporting cast, fan favourite Agent Stone and temporary sheriff for the movie Wade both have some amazingly funny scenes. I was also delighted to see Maddie's sister Rachel, played by Natasha Rothwell, get more screen time this time around. She is hilarious, and it really gave her time to shine. There were just so many laugh-out-loud moments during these 2 hours. The music. Music-wise, it was pretty solid. There was so much going on though, I feel like I need a second viewing to give the score more attention. But it kind of felt like standard action movie stuff to me. Lots of pop music too. Nothing much in the way of video game music here, unfortunately though. Robotnik's theme from the first movie returned, clearly inspired by Robotnik's Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog theme, so that was nice to hear. I did feel at certain points though, the music was a little distracting and wacky in certain comedy scenes, particularly early on, but these really are minor complaints. So, any negatives? Honestly, for me as a lifelong Sonic fan, very few. I guess the previously mentioned wacky music is one. Also, there was one scene which I felt was too long and interrupted the pacing a bit. If you've seen the movie, can you guess which one I'm talking about? Let me know in the comments. Nothing in particular happened in said scene to progress the plot, at least nothing that couldn't have been done in another scene, and it felt totally unnecessary. And it was really long. It kind of felt like this could have been dropped and you could have shaved 10 minutes off the runtime, but this really is a minor complaint. So in conclusion, Sonic Movie 2 is an improvement on the first in every conceivable way. Great performances all around, with plenty of humour, action and excitement. And so many more elements from the game this time round. This really feels like a Sonic movie through and through. I was hugely entertained from start to finish. The franchise is truly in safe hands with director Jeff Fowler and the rest of the creative team behind it. I really hope they all return for future installments. So, go out, see this movie, then see it again, to help ensure we get more and more Sonic movies in the future. It's worth mentioning here that I was with 3 non-fans at the screening too, who all had a good time. Also, avoid spoilers if you can. There really are some great surprises in this movie for fans. And the end credits scene made me let out a loud, involuntary "oh" noise when I saw it. I am so psyched to see where this franchise goes next. In summary then, fantastic. Thanks a lot for watching, please hit that like button, and for weekly Sonic and Sega videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Cheers!